Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the Graphk and Hammer Show. I am one of your hosts, Graphic Raider. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, we appreciate you guys so much for rocking, but it ain't just me. It's also my co-host, my little bro, Hammer's House. What's good, bruh?
Raider Nation.
Acknowledge me.
You are acknowledged, kind sir. And once again, man, the greatest chat in YouTube history is also acknowledged. There's a ton to talk about today. We got some inside information that we're going to break down today. Also, man, a lot of excitement out there with the pads on, little bro. How you feeling, man? Day one, the guys are out there hitting. How you feeling, man? I got a ton to go over right now. Salute to our brother LV Maximus, the official Shieldmore Security, sending us update after update after update. He is out there covering everything Raiders training camp. First day with the pads on. But how we feeling, man?
Good, man. Finally, pads are on. You guys see it in the top left corner. We are 10 days away from our first preseason game. We open up against the Seattle Seahawks. Pads are on. Now it's time for that thumping to start, and I'm here for it.
I love it, man. Let's start here, man, real quick. Before we get to it, you guys, make sure you guys wipe them feet on my channel, break them thumbs over on Hammers, and hit that subscribe button on both sides if you can. We're doing something different here today, you guys. This is going to be the game day experience. So we're trying to iron out the wrinkles right now before the season starts. So I think Hammer put a great. This looks dope, bro. It looks dope. Let us know in the chat how we're looking, you guys. Let us know if you guys like the new look. We're gonna have the ticker on the bottom. Everything going on in the NFL. You're gonna see all the updates and all that other good stuff. But let's start here, okay? The Christian Wilkins saga. We've talked about this a ton already, and I told everybody I wasn't going to talk about this anymore. You know, we all kind of had some fun at his expense yesterday with the whole tickling thing. And then yesterday on Twitter, Hammer, I know you were busy with Sis. Once again, happy birthday to Sis. But there was a ton of videos that resurfaced yesterday from Christian Wilkins at the collegiate level doing some weird and outrageous shit. Garyon reached out to me. Salute to my guy, Garyon Conley, former Raider, first round pick out of Ohio State. I seen John Feliciano tweeted something also saying that he's always been a weird dude. But some stuff happened, right? Where he likes to stick his fingers in places that are not supposed to be stuck in. Okay. The Josh Allen thing, apparently he hit him in the dick. Hammer.
You had to put it out like that.
He hit him in the dick, and apparently he got fined for it, right? Well, something happened in that locker room recently that added to why he was released. Okay, so there's a ton of he didn't want to rehab the way the Raiders wanted him to rehab. I don't know how true that is, right? There was he needed a second surgery, which sounds like the right news right now. He refused to. He thinks that he's ready to go now. So we moved on from him, right? We're going through something with him here where he's filed a grievance and we're trying to see if we can keep this money, right? And he's trying to find a way to keep his guaranteed money. But it sounds like this situation is actually serious, little bro. I sent you the screenshots, and we're not going to reveal our source because, once again, we don't want to do that. And we were asked to not put a name to this. But it sounds like it's a real issue. I know you all been laughing and about the tickling situation and all that other stuff. And this is alleged, you guys. So I don't want to get in trouble for this. I don't want Hammer or me to get sued. This is allegedly, okay? Allegedly. But it sounds like there is a sexual harassment case between a Raider player and Christian Wilkins. This is what was said. Word at camp is Wilkins is involved in sexual harassment case with another player. A court case is pending. It is about to blow. So that was the word that I got. This is someone inside that is very knowledgeable of the situation. Word around camp is Wilkins is involved in a sexual harassment case with another player. A court case is pending. It's about to blow. So this may add to the reason why we released him, and we're moving on and the Raiders are very confident that they're going to be able to get this money back. You have anything to add to this, Hammer? I mean, this is kind of crazy, man, because there's so much footage once again of him doing weird shit.
So, and we talked about this off air, and this is a track record for him that goes as far back as his days in Clemson. So you mentioned 2022 when he was with Miami and Josh Allen. He had another one back in the 2017 Fiesta Bowl while playing for Clemson. He was caught on camera groping Ohio State player Curtis Samuel in an inappropriate area after play. Wilkins later apologized. The coach called it prank, wrongly executed, but did not remove him from the team. Again, this is something that he's been doing since college. I don't know why this continues realistically, but realistically, like, he has a documented history of player groping incidents dating back to college. Like I said, what he is doing is acts of sexual assault or sexual harassment, and he's never faced criminal charges for it. No. So I think this is another thing where they're covering their they're covering their asses.
No Wilkins, bro. No Wilkins.
No Wilkins. They're covering their asses right now because of this situation that apparently has gone on within the closed doors of our facilities as well.
Yeah. And once again, you guys, this is alleged, but once again, who we spoke to is very well respected around the organization and is well known over there. So once again, can't put a name on it because you reveal a source, you don't have a source. And I was asked to not mention this name, but I was told it was okay to talk about this on screen. But it looks as though a player this may be a case, Hammer. Like, and this doesn't sound like tickling to me, bro. This sounds like it's a little bit more than just some tickling of the feet.
I'm just gonna. So I was waiting to use this sound effect, but we have to now that we're talking about this.
I didn't hear it.
No,
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it, man. Oh
no. Oh my God, no.
Darth, if Scheffner said he kissed a player in the forehead, that's not, you don't have a sexual harassment case for that. That you know what I mean? So if this is true, if this holds any weight, right, or any value, it's more than just the tickling of some feet or a kiss on the forehead.
God help me.
So once again, all alleged, you guys. I don't want to jump the gun here, but once again, we've spoken to somebody that we trust, and it sounds as though that this is far from over. Like, it's more of a serious type situation. So, we can laugh, we can joke, and all that good stuff. But once again, it seems as though, somebody said no sound.
No sound on whose end? We're all here. I don't see anything to check. Oh, he's talking about the sound effect.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We'll figure it out.
Got you.
Trust me.
It's all good.
When I play it, y'all are gonna be crying. Graphk is probably gonna fall out of his chair. This is gonna be a good one once we get that.
Real quick, man. Salute to the almost 900 in building. If you're watching on my channel or Hammer's channel, we appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button. Salute to everybody also watching on Twitter. If you guys want to jump over and and come through on YouTube and enjoy the ride, man, make sure you come over here, hit the subscribe button. Hammer's trying to get to that 15K mark. I'm trying to hit that 30K mark. So if you guys can, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But you know what, though? Outside of that, man, there is a ton of good news out of camp. We're going to go over that. I just wanted this to be real quick, fast, and in a hurry. JPJ is back out there starting with the ones, you guys. So for everybody who was freaking out yesterday about JPJ losing his job to Jordan Meredith, me and Wasted talked about this, and we knew what this was. He is back out there playing his original spot, the starting center. He is going to be one of the best centers in football moving forward. So, I mean, we need to jump the gun here with that situation. So, also, I'll go over a few things. We can also go over a few of the tweets from some of the beat writers and the guys out there covering, but I also want to talk about some of the stuff that LV Maximus sent me, okay? Position drills. Wilson is looking really good at defensive tackle. There was one video that's surfacing right now where his power was on full display out there on one-on-ones. Also, Jack Besh had himself a day, Hammer. LV hit me up and said, this dude is phenomenal. Coburn, the new defensive tackle, is wearing 75. LV said, thick dude. LV loves his thick frame, guys. Frames. Offense versus defense scrimmage. Number 2, Ashton Genty for 15 yards. This is when they first started. Zeus breaks one for 25 yards. LV also told us that he's in really good shape. He's thinned down a ton. The starting 5 on the defensive line: Max, Adam Butler, Lalu, and Kuntz. So it looks like that's the starting defensive line for right now. Gino looking really good out there. Trey Tucker, from what I'm hearing, looked like he was the best wide receiver on the football field today. And that wasn't just LV saying that. There's a ton of word on Twitter. Some of the guys out there covering the team that Trey Tucker had himself a day. You love the man. I'm excited to see Trey Tucker this year. Max causing havoc as usual. So Max was out there working the offensive line, but LV also said that the offensive line looked really good out there. Special teams. Guess who's out there? From what I was told, and I don't know if LV got this mixed up. Dylan, this is what he said: 23-10. So Dylan and Dont'e,
let's go,
are out there returning kicks from what LV put out there. So you love to see it. Touchdown, Genty. Interception, 2-5 to Cameron Richardson. You love to see it. He hasn't had a pick at the NFL level yet. He has not had a pick at the collegiate level with his time at Mississippi State, but it's great to see that he came down with the pick. AOC to Besh in the corner for a touchdown. Another to Besh, looking sweet. This is all coming from our official Shieldmore Security, LV Maximus. Touchdown, Tommy Malott across the middle, which is great to hear that Tommy Malott is out there moving and shaking. Starting offensive line: Colton Miller, Dylan Parham, JPJ, Alice Kappa, DJ Glaze. We all assumed this was going to be what it was, right? Number 7 to 10, deep touchdown. Dont'e Thornton with a touchdown from Gino, and then Max sacks Gino shortly after that. So he also went on to say, once again, Besh is fire. Max is a problem. The O-line looks solid, except when Max kills it. Compete time, good practice, should be ending soon. E-Rob just dropped somebody. So it looks like Elandon Roberts just smacked the hell out of somebody. So that is some of the notes that we got thus far, you guys. We're also going to cover the presser. Who do we have on the presser?
We're watching the latest installment of
As the Shield Turns.
Should be coming up momentarily, y'all.
Turns. I think
I got it now. Let's see if this actually works.
Okay.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
Bro, is that the Booty Bandit? Bro.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my God. Are we still lit? Are we still good?
We're still lit.
Shit
we're
froze
still
up.
live. And we're on a whole bunch of platforms for those that don't know today. We're both on our respective X accounts. We're on YouTube, and I think we're on Facebook as well. Over 900 right now watching, 154. Why are you calling me?
It froze up, bro. I can't even see nothing.
Everybody could still see you and you're moving, bro.
I literally, the screen is not moving. The chat's not moving anything on my end.
Does everybody see Graphk, y'all? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is he moving?
Bro, I can't even hear you on the screen.
I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to say it because we're still live right now, bro. Yo. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, y'all. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I told him we would be good. He said nobody could see, like he couldn't be seeing. He froze up, but we're good, right? Thumbs up down the board. All right. Well, Graphk is going to be back in a minute because, yeah, right now he's looking apparently frozen. I think he did leave. Now Graphk is frozen. Yeah, but he was good before. Hold on. Let's get him back on the screen. He's frozen. Leave and come back, bro. All right. Graphk will be back momentarily. Again, you guys saw that he was fine, and then all of a sudden he froze. I think he like turned it off. So he'll be back momentarily. I'm gonna get him to re-click that link, and there he is. And there he is. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro.
I don't either, because everybody said you were fine. He needs to get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi. See?
Salute to the chat. I told you guys, and I told Hammer before this show, I don't like doing new shit. And look what happened.
Tell me the new shit hasn't been running fine the entire time. And we have over 1,100 in this chat right now with 169 likes. Y'all, wipe them feet on that end of things. Break them thumbs on this end of things. We're moments away from the start of the presser as well. That sound bite messed up your whole Wi-Fi.
I don't know what happened, bro. You played the booty bandit, and I was cooked. Crazy, man. Salute to everybody here in the building once again. We're going to watch the presser here in a second. Kind of went over a few notes. Salute to our brother LV Maximus once again. He was in the DM sending shit over and over and over again. But great practice today from our Raiders, man. First day of pads. It looks as though everybody practice just ended as well, you guys. It looks like everybody's healthy, which is good. First day after practice with the pads on, looks like everybody is full strength and leaving practice, at least for now, healthy. So that's a good sign of things to come. So for those who are
I like this one. Wilk them feet.
Wilk them feet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Once again, you guys, if you guys are just joining the show, we went over the Wilkins situation. It looks as though it may be a little bit more serious than we initially thought. It sounds as though allegedly there may be an actual case pending in this situation. So I'm going to mind my business after this situation, after we talk about this. I don't know the ins and outs, pause if necessary, of this situation. But once again, word around the building is that there's a sexual harassment case from another player pending on Christian Wilkins, and that there's a court case coming, and things are about to blow out there at Henderson in terms of Christian Wilkins. Pause if necessary. So, yeah. You know, I have no access to the chat, you guys. So I see a few supers. You want to put hugs?
Absolutely.
Salute the hug. I can't even read.
Oh
Graphk
shit!
had that
Presser.
Look. All right, let's get it.
Tom McMahon, y'all.
He said had that look that he was snuck behind.
Yeah, I think, personally, I think you're going to cover probably all of them. When you go into the season, it's hard to give up the 35-yard line on a touchback when last year the average drive start was the 30. So
Tom
it's hard to walk
McMahon,
in
you
and
guys.
say we're just going to get 5 yards. But I can't tell you exactly how many, but I would say pretty much most of them guys are going to try to cover.
Do you expect to use the preseason to see what Carlson does, or are you kind of saving that for the regular season?
Scheme-wise, we'll save, but we'll try to cover every kick because we owe it to our players to find, who the best guys are. So we'll try to cover every single rep that we can to see who the cover players should be and shouldn't be. But from a scheme standpoint, we're going to try to save some stuff. I think everybody will.
Do you like the rule?
I love the rule. And the big thing is our special teams players now, they got to work every single play. There's going to be a tackle. You got to block somebody every single play. So at the end of the season, you're going to have guys with 20 tackles on kickoff. And last year we covered, I think, only like 27, 28. You get that up near the 70s, and your special teams players' value, it skyrockets. And they want to play. They're football players. They want to make plays. Same thing on KOR. They want to block. And your returner value skyrockets. Last year you got 20 returns. This year that player has 70. I don't know in the league who gets 70 touches before the season starts. That kick returner is going to get he's guaranteed more touches other than your halfback. He's doing great for us. He's a natural catcher, which is the most important thing. You got to have the ball first. But he's got really, really good run skill. He's just got an ability to square all defenders up. And when you square, when people say, hey, what's so great about that? It gives him a two-way go. You can square somebody up. You can beat him both ways. So he's been impressive, and he acts like a rookie, and he works like a rookie. So that's, to me, that's straight respect for the vets, too.
Because of how many returns are going to be, is it easier, I guess fight's not the right word, but easier discussion to say, hey, we need our best guys out on the team?
Yeah, our best kick returner, regardless of, who they are, where they're drafted, that's a guy that's going to play. So I think that's what everybody's going to do.
Is Jack figure he playing small special teams somewhere?
Every player, and I'll just be cutthroat with you. Every one of our players is playing special teams. Every starter, every player is playing. So, yes, every single guy right now is playing. When you're watching practice, there's nobody that doesn't play special teams reps.
Where can he help you on special teams?
Contact, positions. You know what I'm saying? From that standpoint,
Some of these
a lot of
words today, man.
receivers, play strength wise, will struggle a little bit on kickoff return because
Nasty
it's a
work.
5-yard box now. The blocking's from 5 yards, where before it was a 3rd and 18 play. It's a 4th and short play now. If you really study the play, so you need big guys like him at play strength. He's a rare wide receiver that can play in the interior on punt. He's not necessarily just a gunner. So I'd say his contact play strength is very good.
Still like contact.
Oh, no question.
Played-
Jack's tough.
Did it in college.
Yes.
Did it out here.
Yeah, Jack's tough. That's not a question.
Seen a good mix of guys kind of handling kick and punt return. You see guys like Sincere or Dylan or Tommy even. When you look at these guys, what are some things that you've really liked about them so far as to kind of why they, attribute to that factor of the game?
The big thing is from a kick return standpoint, it's going to come down to a little bit of play strength. A guy that's 160 pounds, 100 reps, pounding it up in there, it'll wear on him a little bit. So we're trying to get some of them bigger bodies, to catch the football. I think everybody's kind of doing that. That doesn't mean Trey Tucker can't be your kick returner. It's just that we're using all those guys to find the best player, but it's more of the halfback type, body type is what I think you're going to see in the league, especially with the numbers going so high with kick returns. But we're going to use everybody, and they're all working hard. The best thing that they're doing is they're catching the ball, every single type of kick, and we're hitting line drives at them. We're hitting balls that hit the ground at them. It's not going to be the 4-0 hang time because you don't give your kickoff team a head start. They can go when the ball hits the ground. It doesn't make a lot of sense to kick it right into their arms because you're waiting at the 40-yard line. So they're doing a good job.
How has Daniel been adjusting to all those different things you want him to do? And,
Tom McMahon, you guys.
Is the ideal to at least bounce it once?
I think the ideal is not just the bounce, but the location of the kick. That's the biggest part of it. And he's adjusting well. He knows what both our specialists have a toolbox. And we give them a pretty light toolbox, to be honest with you, the kicks that we're going to do, the punts that we use, and then they master those. And then it's my job to make sure that we don't kick the same one all the time. But the ball he's kicking, whether it's right, left, or middle, is really the same ball, just to be honest with you. Consistency is perfection, and we want to make that toolbox small, but can he go everywhere with it?
You mentioned everybody playing special teams. Max has been on the field goal all in the kicking team. Is that something that you would expect to see, or is it just kind of setting a tone out there?
No, we're not going to waste reps. I mean, everybody that's out there, that's a position they're possibly going to play in the season. Yeah, I mean, if I use Max on field goal and we're not going to ever use him during the season, it's not good coach. We're wasting reps. So those guys everybody's competing for a position, and he's trying to win that job.
The whole motto for the team this offseason has been compete, right? In competition, and it's the first day in full pads. What was that dynamic like getting?
It was really good. We went punt, you guys saw it, and then we had punt return against it, and it was full rush. So those guys are always worried a little bit about guys getting too close to your punter because you only got one of those. But the big thing we wanted to see is, our strike progression, our communication, things like that. So it's the first time we could ever take that third step on the rush. And, we could go fourth and fifth step, and now it forces your punt team to be strikers. It forces your punt return unit to get on edges. And then you saw the gunners and the vice really, really competing because in this league, they're on their own field. In this league, the gunners are the only guys that can leave when the ball snapped. So we created a lot of competition today, and every single guy got a rep within the competition.
He said himself that there are so many positions where you don't really know what you have until the pads come on. How have you seen that with players you evaluate?
Yeah, I agree 100%, because it's especially on special teams, it's a play strength sport, especially with the new kickoff. It's not, you can't hide guys on the backside anymore. The guys that are a small corner, a small wideout, I shouldn't say small, a guy that plays small, okay? You can't hide those guys anymore. Everybody's right up front. You have to have play strength. So the pad part of it really, really is very important, and we have to do a great job of managing the reps and what we're trying to get out of it so that we can get better.
AJ is consistently been with that number in the league. It seems like every year he finds a way to get better. I guess what has he got better at this offseason?
I'll tell you what I think. I think he's really doing a good job of getting that ball outside the red line. You know, he's given us a rectangle that's very, very small. And that's important to him. You know, he wants to punt the ball to the gunners. You know, you guys have heard me say A squared plus B squared is C squared. Let him punt the C squared and let us run the A squared. And he's bought into that. And, you know, he always has, but he's getting better and better. He's a competitor now. He's a good football player. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. There's Tom McMahon.
A lot of pause-worthy stuff, man, but, you know. Oh, my
This is
God.
hands down. People are telling me to stop. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, this is a crazy, crazy show, man. Hey, break them thumbs, y'all. Tickle them feet.
This shit is, oh God.
Oh,
And
man.
y'all keep asking for it. So no Diddy, no Wilkins.
No Wilkins.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
Yo, we still got Eric Stokes. Who's
Oh.
the other one?
Man, these last few lives have just been nasty, disgusting work.
Ain't our fault. We didn't do any of this shit.
No, we definitely did it. We definitely did it. We got Eric Stokes left, you guys. Who else?
I forgot who the other one is now because I can't focus with this shit.
Oh, it's Dont'e Thornton. We got
Yes.
Thornton pulled up. Yeah, so salute to everybody here in the building, as always, for dealing with our shit today. We got almost 1,500 people in the building. Salute to you guys. We appreciate you so much for always constantly supporting what we do. Once again, we're going over training camp today. I got the chat up on my phone, you guys, so I can definitely see everything as well for the members. Salute to Sicko Mode, member for 12 months. Wilk is the Carl Anthony Towns of the NFL, yo.
Yo.
Damn. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy. I'm excited to see what Dont'e Thornton has to say today.
So
man.
am I. So am I.
Heard he had a great touchdown catch or pass today from Geno Smith. Deep ball, Dont'e, touchdown. I'm hoping we see a ton of that this year. Salute to our guy, Dont'e Thornton. If you guys haven't got an opportunity to, if you're new to the channel, had Dont'e Thornton on twice in the past month or so. Go to the channel, check out the interviews. Dante's such a good dude, man. Salute to him. Salute to Sky High on the super chat. Wilkins getting them sacks one way or another.
Oh. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yo, y'all are wilding today. This you can't even say, honestly, we can't even say this live has gone off the rails. Granted, we've only
Not just yet. Not just yet. We have time. I mean, Hug D's did say Graphk had that look like Will snuck up from behind. That is nasty work. It's disgusting work, Hug. Oh, we got our kicker at the in the building.
Are we gonna talk or are we just gonna drink water? Like, what the oh.
Okay, so let's go. AJ Kizzo.
Another training camp underway, man. Like, how are you feeling about the training camp thus far?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I mean, it's good to get out here. It's good to, work as a group, get to know the guys.
Hey, why
I
is
think
it like
training
he's putting
camp
his
is
phone
when
in
a
my
lot of
ear?
team
Henry, look.
building and camaraderie happens because there's really nothing else going on
Look,
besides
look,
football.
look.
We're with each other, 14, 15 hours a day, including meals. So, yeah, it's great. It's good to get the pads on today and kind of play some real football.
I've been asking a lot of people this. Pete Carroll, his energy, it's electric. Like, from your point of view, like, how refreshing is it to see a coach like that out there, 70-plus years old, with the kind of energy that's running around?
Yeah, I mean, I think as you age, you want to increase in wisdom, but you don't want to lose the youthful spirit. And I think he's a good embodiment of that. And so
That shit
seeing,
looks hella
the
sus.
optimism and seeing that, because I think sometimes life beats the optimism out of people, and seeing that he still has that is really encouraging. It's really inspiring. But it does come with the wisdom and the experience that age tends to bring. So I think it's an incredible balance. And really excited to play for him and to see what that does throughout the course of the season.
Did you see him covering butts?
Was he? Was he running down there?
Yeah.
Was he starting like 40 yards downfield though?
He was a gunner. He was down there getting ash.
Tagging off at the hip? I don't know. When's the last time we had a player coach? It's like the next Bill Russell, maybe? Yeah.
Good pull.
Thanks.
We're getting canceled this
Tommy,
year
man,
for sure.
what you've improved on this offseason?
This is not our fault.
Smaller rectangles where the gunners can cover a little bit easier. I guess was that.
We got to get the audio together out there.
Yeah,
man.
definitely. I mean, every offseason,
fucking up badly,
I just spend hours and hours and hours staring at the football, trying to think about how I can kick it further and higher and closer to the sideline. And so that's the goal every single year. And, maybe there's a year where it's perfect, but it's never been that yet. And so every year there's something to work on. But, yeah, if I can put the ball in a small rectangle and give them a tiny field to work with, we got explosive returners in this league. There's 32 guys on 32 teams that can crib it every time they touch the ball. And so if you can give them as little field to work in and, make guys try and tackle them in a phone booth, I think that's best.
You've had Max as the blocker on the edge for field goals. How much trust do you have in him to hold guys off from getting through there as a whole?
I mean, how much more trust can you have in a guy? I mean, that's someone is gonna give everything he's got every single play, and I think it's good to have him out there. I just respect that a guy that's getting paid what he's getting paid, who has the accolades that he has, is going to take something like field goal as serious as he's taking it. And, we'll see if he ends up out there on game day. But I think that the fact he's out there in practice sends a message to the rest of the team that there's no job too small, no detail unimportant. And we're going to do whatever we take to win, and we're going to have the 11 best on the field on every single play, whoever that 11 is.
Just so you know, as Tom, is he just trying to set
Yo, this dude looks like he's beating Graphk over the head with his phone.
Game, so we wouldn't waste reps like that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's playing good out there right now.
Do you feel any pressure like being best punter in the league? That's because you're my guy or whatever. But do you feel any pressure like getting contracts and everything else and being recognized as?
I'm starting to feel very comfortable.
Yeah, I was actually talking about this a little bit earlier. Is the funny thing about my job versus Daniel's job, is for instance, is for Daniel the uprights are the exact same dimensions every single year. So there's like a theoretical max to what he can do, which is make 100% of his kicks. But for a punter, the better you play, the more the goalposts just shift. If I kick it 50 yards, can I kick it 51? If I kick a 4-8 hang, can I kick a 4-9? There's no theoretical limit to what I can do. It feels like the ball can always go a yard further, a tenth higher, a yard closer to the sideline. And so, I think there is a little bit of pressure, but I think it's a good thing. And I think that it forces me to really, lock in, and I don't have, I'm very hard on myself. I'm very critical of my own performance. And so I continue to shift the goalposts probably more than anybody else will shift them for me. And I think there is a little bit of pressure, but I think that the pressure is a good thing. And I think that once you stop feeling that pressure and once you start having that jitters, it's probably time to hang them up because you don't care enough anymore.
When you came into the league, did you kind of have any goals like that? Like, I want to, especially came into the league, he's a great guy and everything you know about him, obviously. Like, did you come into the league maybe thinking like, I want to be a Hall of Fame or anything like that? You ever have like lofty goals like that?
To be completely honest, when I was in high school, I didn't even have a goal of playing in college. And when I was in college, I didn't have a goal of playing in the NFL. And then when I got to the NFL, I was just so happy to be there that I was just going to do everything I can to just enjoy my time and get all the juice out of it. So I really haven't been someone who tangibly writes down goals. Because for me, and I know everybody's different on this, but for me, goals can be kind of limiting in some ways, where if I say like, okay, I want to be first team All-Pro, that still might not be reflective of achieving the most I can accomplish. And so to me, the goals that I set are more so based off of my routine, based off of my process, and based off of giving every single thing I have to the game every single day. And so, the accolades are good, and anything that comes with that, a contract or anything like that, it's positive. There's good things about it, but I've never been one to sit down in a journal and say, oh, I want to average this, I want to net this. My goals are more so like, here's what I'm going to do every single day. I'm going to put the blinders on. I'm going to spend 95% of my time in the microscope, and then I'm going to look up at the end of the season and see where I was at.
Last two along those lines, do you know where you stand on the all-time list in average?
Not a clue.
Second.
Okay. Who's first? Come on, know your facts, Adam.
I'll look it up.
Lock in.
I guess I was going to ask, is that important to you?
You going to come talk smack to me and not know who's better?
I was saying that it was impressive.
Thanks.
But I mean, is those things important to you? Like going down in history all time, like wherever you end up ranking?
No, not necessarily. I mean, to me, the most important thing, like I said, is the in the beginning of the goal, right? The process and how I go about that. But more important to me than any stat, any accolade is just being a great teammate. being a great teammate does have to do with production, and it does have to do with how you play and all of that. But from a stats perspective, I try and watch that as little as possible, because I think that can be a potentially a dark place to go to, and I think that the more you stat watch, the more you take away from the game. And so when I go out there, am I thinking about numbers? I try not to, because I try and think about putting the ball in the right place so my coverage team can go down there and make a huge play, they can go get paid, and we can win the game. That's really what I'm thinking about.
As today, made tackles in games. You've been working on your form and getting ready to get out there and some hits.
I mean, there's just 90 guys out there that are lucky I wasn't full contact today. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out why we got AJ Cole on the first day of pads.
I hired a new landscaper.
Be respectful.
I'm not going to say his name. We're gatekeeping because the time he's dedicating on my yard, if we get too many clients, he's not going to have that kind of time. But I tell you what, he's putting in the work right now. He's showing up early. He's leaving late. First man in the building. The plants for the middle of August, it's July, look fantastic. I mean, what we got going on through the summer, I've never seen such greenery. I've never seen such positive growth. Do we have some dead leaves here and there? Yes, it's Vegas in the summer. But the shrubbery looks fantastic.
What are we talking
Thanks.
about, man? What are we talking about here? Yeah, nasty. I think somebody donated some memberships as well.
Yeah, it's up there. Sky High. Well, I did put the gifted one before.
Okay. Well, once again, salute to Sky High on gifting 5 memberships. We appreciate you. If you guys want to become members, hit the links. They're pinned up top. We got 1,600 people in the building with us. Salute to you guys. Yeah, this was what was on the screen right here. Y'all didn't get a chance to see the Crocs. Got the feather.
What the fuck?
That's fine. People gonna say it's Photoshop though, Hammer. That shit crazy.
Yo, damn, what? What are we doing?
What?
Special teams day.
So we got Daniel Carlson, huh?
You have a lot of kickoffs. We kind of know you do.
Yeah.
How's the preparation been for the kickoff?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it's almost like last year was a little bit of a learning experience, and then teams kicked off less than we probably thought. So this year they're making us basically kick off more, which I love. I think we hope to just really take advantage of that, the return and the kickoff coverage side. So yeah,
the ball of the
we'll
foot.
see as it goes.
I know what you did right there,
We're
Gio.
really emphasizing taking advantage of it and doing some things that hopefully set us up for success rather than just
Anthony,
necessarily popping
cut
it
the
down
shit,
and kicking
bro.
it to them. And just hitting a lollipop. Like we want to try and take advantage of some different kicks and different kinds of coverage and returns. It's just
That's
set
disgusting.
our defense or our offense up well.
Without giving too much away, what is the most important thing on the kickoff now?
Probably location. Probably, just making sure, you're not giving them free yards where, if you pop it to them on the 10-yard line, we're starting when,
Daniel
they catch
Carlson
the
is
ball.
at the podium, you
And
guys.
So if you give them 10 extra yards where, they're just starting at the 10-yard line instead of the goal line, that's a huge, that's kind of the hang time equation nowadays. So, at a certain point, it's location on where the ball is placed, whether it's the corners, the middle, deep, short, whatever it is, you got to kind of be more precise nowadays.
Is it maybe making sure they're not on the run when they catch it?
That's a big part of it too, yeah. Like you don't want them just catching it down the middle with a head of steam and, ready to hit the return and get that free yardage. So, that's things we're working on and, kind of game plans we're figuring out as we look at different opponents. Some guys are going to have two returners back there. Some guys are going to have one. A lot of it's TBD. We'll see what happens in the season now.
What have you learned maybe that what you were doing during the summer and how you see it on the field? Like, oh, this guy figured it out right away.
Yeah, and I think credit to like Tom McMahon and the staff. I think we've been working this from last year pretty heavily. I think more so than maybe some other teams. So I think we're already a step ahead, and now it's just a matter of just like any other position and any other play. Now we've talked about it. Now we got to go practice it and go do it in games now.
So rumor has it that you and AJ are friendly, that you guys get along well. What's it like for just to see AJ kind of have the success that he's having? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's kind of been rated as maybe like one of the best punters in the league. Maybe
Yeah.
the best punter in the league.
Yeah,
What's it like as a buddy, like to kind of see like him have the kind of success that he's
Yeah, it's been cool. This is going on year 7 together.
Everything
now.
just sounds weird now.
See him as a rookie, and
Facts.
It's just awesome to see him.
This is not our fault, nation.
And get to show up together as friends, but also it's coworkers, and just get to better our crafts together, and just seeing how far he's come and continuing to go. I mean, he's just getting started, and we hope he just has a great year. Hopefully he's not on the field a whole lot, other than maybe holding some more. But no, it's just awesome to see him day in, day out, and it's helped me a ton as a player, as a teammate, and then off the field too. It's just a blast to get to spend 7 years of our lives together, and hopefully a lot more.
Do you guys have any type of friendly competition between punters and kickers?
Yeah, I mean, off the field, not just on football, but we're just, I mean, we call each other work wives a lot of times. We joke about it, but I probably spend as much time with him as I do my wife. So we get to know each other really well, and get to spend a lot of good time competing. Obviously Coach Carroll's all about competition. So whether it's shooting some hoops in the basketball, on the basketball hoop, or playing some cornhole, whatever it is, just a little friendly competition to just better our crafts on the field, but also off the field.
So we gotta ask, who's better?
I mean, depends who you're asking. I'd say me, but he's gonna say him. So depends on the game. I mean, we've golf in the off season.
We're kissing foreheads.
He won a couple games of free throw competition the other day, and then I won horse. So, he's got the basketball background, but we rise to the occasion. Go ahead.
Look at the boats.
You guys have been together. How do you come to the training camp and try to think of different ways to grow upon something from the previous season? After you've known each other so long, I know you can get into patterns and things like that. So how do you guys kind of stray from that to keep everything fresh?
Yeah. I mean, I think every year, we're continuing to try and get better, and we've talked about that. We've come a long way from our first couple years, but I mean, now you want to continue to there's always problems to solve with your swing, with your, whatever the opponents are showing.
I'm retiring after
whatever it may be. Just putting our heads together and talking it through with each other. We kind of speak the same language.
Buy a YouTube channel.
A lot of it is self-taught, and we're coaching each other about our swings, but we're so familiar with each other now. We can kind of coach each other and help each other out. Just work through, any issues we're having on the field. And so it's been just really awesome to have that camaraderie throughout the years. And just, we obviously are both very competitive, want to do well. And so it's fun to be able to push each other and also lean on each other a little bit.
You're coming into your 8th season with the Raiders. You're already second all-time in field goals made, third, 40 points away from George Blanda. Do these records have any meaning, having your name up there in the record?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, especially for a historic organization like the Raiders. I mean, that does emphasize special teams and, has so many legendary, kickers and punters and snappers throughout the league. So it's really cool. And, I try not to dwell on that too much right now, and later on look back at that, and really enjoy that. But I mean, it is really cool, and you gotta enjoy it every once in a while and think about it. And but I've been very blessed and really enjoyed my time here, and I'm very appreciative of being a Raider, and hopefully get to do that for a long time. And but just trying to take advantage of each day as it comes right now, and then this season, of course.
What advantages have you noticed just about having training camp back in Vegas?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously we've got some good fans coming in, and it's really fun to just feel the energy here in town. I think we've been fortunate with not too warm weather so far, so that's been great. But I mean, we have top-notch facilities here. So as much as it would have been fun to go back to California and Napa, wherever it may have been, I think it's great to be here. You kind of have your own setup, and we're going to go in the stadium Saturday. That's going to be a huge advantage for us to just get some mental reps and kind of visualize what it's going to be like on game day a few weeks from now and stuff. So. I think everybody's really enjoying it. The staff's doing an unbelievable job, just making sure the hotel's perfect, all the food. We're able to recover as well as we can, so guys can go out and practice as hard as they need to.
Kind of speaking of energy, what are your thoughts when you see Coach Carroll out there covering punts and just running around?
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's probably getting as much running in as any other player. I mean, it's unbelievable. And it brings it, it's very contagious. I mean, it just brings energy, whether it's the meetings, whether it's the practice. I mean, he's involved in everything, and he's just, you know, constantly running around and moving around, and it's just awesome to see that, you know, him preach it, but actually, you know, you can see it in display too every single day.
We saw a tryout kicker out there. Does that help you, like, just to be able to let somebody else get a couple of kickoffs and rest you, or did you like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's value, and, you know, you just always never know if, you know, if I got hurt or something, you got to, you know, kind of have a short list ready and stuff. So, you know, I think it's always cool, and I've, you know, been the younger guy kind of competing or whatever, but, I mean, different scenarios, but it was really cool. And, you know, Gavin, he was great, and it was great to get to, you know, try and help him along too. And, you know, but it's also good for me to, like, see someone else kick, and then, you know, you kind of have to follow up on that and stuff, and feel a little like almost competition. So, you know, it was a unique deal, and I thought it was really good. And, you know, we got to talk about the kickoff situation, you know, because that's something he's trying to work on, and, you know, so swapping ideas a little bit, you know, that'll hopefully, you know, help me improve going into the season.
Cool, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. Yo, this is just nasty, disgusting. I can't wait until this live show is over, man. Hey, real quick, this is what everybody was talking about with Adam Scheffner. He was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said that Wilkins playfully went to kiss a teammate on the top of his head, and some people have said that player took offense to it. So, I mean, I don't know why Wilk wouldn't think that he can get away. I mean, work wives, cornhole,
booty hole.
You know, a lot of the young guys been rotating in. What do you see from
Stokes,
Cam, Dorian, and Darian as well?
Man, them some young dogs on the way, especially D-Cam and DP, like some savages, especially today. Just really
Stokes.
Today, our first day in pads, showing what they can really do and all this stuff. And man, DP got a big upside, especially coming. This is second year playing corner, I believe, switching from wide receiver. So just learning technique, learning different things. I see a bright future for him.
You feel like you're sort of the mentor of this group?
I try to be, especially being one of the older guys in the room. It's 26, pretty much being an older guy. That's kind of different. But I feel like I'm pretty much an older guy. I done had a lot of good vets in my years. I done had Kevin King. I done had Jair, Jai. I done had Sewell, Keyshawn. I could just go on with some of the couple of vets that I done had that just done taught me different things. So I love it. All right, say this out.
Oh, man. A lot of people from the outside have been like, hey, linebackers are good, the line's really good, it's the question mark in the secondary. How does that drive you? Is that a chip on your shoulder? Do you pay attention to that at all?
Nah, I don't even really pay attention to none of that stuff, because I know at the end of the day, it's pretty much what you do on the field. I know for a fact that we got a young group.
I'm hearing this more than that too.
But that's the biggest thing that I love. Like, everybody in that DB room got a chip on their shoulder. And when you got a chip on their shoulder, it brings out a lot of dogs, bring out a lot of animals. So once the season get here, who knows what it really gonna bring.
Would you describe the way Pete Carroll coaches DBs in particular?
Pete don't play about his DBs. I tell you that from rule no one. He sits in the meeting room. He's always throwing his input in and all this stuff. But then again, you look at his resume. He done coached some of the best. Richard Sherman, the Legion of the Boom, and all this little stuff. And so any little thing that he says, it goes a long way, especially in that room. So he don't play about his DBs.
What can you take away from some of the players that are here that have worked with them in the past, like Jamal Adams?
Man, they all say the same thing. Like, they all got tremendous love for him and all this stuff to where, like, he could bring the energy, he could bring the juice, he could switch it up day in and day out. You really don't know what type of thing that he gonna do. Like, yesterday, since we had a day off yesterday, started meetings, Pete just go bring everybody in the indoor, play some music, and start dancing around. And then after they say, like, man, since y'all had an off day, don't mean that y'all finna be lazy and bring it in here today and all this stuff and all. So each and every day, we just had different little things, like a shoot off and all this stuff. So it's just like the juice, the energy that he brings is tremendous. Always, every day after practice, it's a competition with a jump ball. So any little thing that goes on, like, it's just a competition. Like, he loves competition. So you're not here to fight. You pretty much Pete not finna tolerate that.
That's really strange. We sure Thornton's not going to come here because he was scheduled for this.
Two rookie receivers, I'm sure you've matched up with. What stood out about going against both Jack
Hug
and
D's with the
man, they both tremendous. Mac, tall, fast, can really open up the field for you and all that stuff. And then Jack, he's all shifty and for sure hands, especially coming across the middle. I can't wait to see more of them, like especially with pass on, because again, that's when you really get the truth. You really find out who they really is.
Holla, city of squalor.
Salute to our brother Hug Dizzle.
The physical tools are all there.
Yes, he was the same guy.
What do you think his ceiling is?
Same dude.
Man, he's ceiling high. Like, again, this only his second year, I believe, playing. And he's still learning. He's still figuring out multiple different things. And he's pretty much like a sponge. Like, he's taking in so much information, listening to everything, trying new techniques, just doing every little thing. So, like, it'll be multiple days on film. You'll see a rep. Like, man, that's a rep, DP. And then you just got to give him kudos. You just got to, like, just keep your confidence up. Because, again, playing DB is just all about confidence. Once you lose that confidence, everything else is downhill.
Yep. So what's it been like transitioning from Packers training camp to the Raiders training camp? What in terms of weather, in terms of everything out here, landscape?
Man, the beautiful thing about this is that we practice at 8:30 in the morning. If it was 10, I think I probably would have been dying. I think I probably would have been one of the people in one of the cold tubs or hot tubs or whatever, the little things. But outside of that, the vibes are different. The energy is different. It just, man, it's love. Like, man, when you just look out and you look at the mountains in the background and stuff, like the scenery and all this stuff, man, it's just beautiful out here. Like, it's hard not to love Vegas.
How different is the first day of pads? After the ramp up of OTAs, the offseason, minicamp, first 4 days of practice, how different is that first day putting those pads on?
Man, you already know that first day gonna be heck and all this stuff, because like everybody bringing their energy, everybody bringing their juice. But I always like to say, man, anybody could be a dog on the first day of pass. It's like the second, that third day. Let's see what you really made of, because anybody can come out here and bang for a day and think they got it. But nah, I want to see you day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, because that's when like the real thing come on. Because anybody can just fall off and just do it one day. Like, nah, I need to see consistency, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Thank you,
Eric. Appreciate y'all. All love.
Real quick, you guys, you can't see it, but I was just sent another picture. Salute to our brother LV Maximus, still out there hanging out after practice. Jacoby and Trey Tucker are getting more work in after practice. So that's a great thing to see. Our veteran Jacoby out there getting in that burn with Trey Tucker in year 3. And I heard Trey Tucker had a great practice today, you guys. So I'm excited to see what that offense can look like this year. I think we're waiting on Dont'e. He did have a separate presser with some of the other media guys. I just seen it on Twitter.
It's over. They
okay.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
They had 2 separate pressers. Let me see.
Y'all messing up, y'all. Y'all had him on the thing, but you also did it a couple of days ago where it ended up only being Uncle Pete and Raheem Mostert. So yeah.
So look at this. This was the one I was talking about. Levi said, "Sexy play alert." Geno Smith unloaded from 70 yards out to find rookie Dont'e Thornton for a touchdown on a go route. I mean, yeah, right now it sounds pretty nasty, but salute to Levi, my guy. And it looks like Pro Football Talk is, I think someone said it as well, that that's not the story that they're hearing. So once again, there may be more to this situation. Pro Football Talk said that is definitely not the story that has been making the rounds. So it sounds like there's more to it. And once again, you guys, we did get some intel today that it looks as though this may end up being a court-worthy type situation. Allegedly, there may be a sexual harassment situation tied to Christian Wilkins and said player. We don't know who it is. I didn't ask any questions about it. But once again, it was told to me that this is a little bit, more than what is put out there to be. So I'm trying to watch my words closely now, you guys, because everything is so pause-worthy. It's like everything we say now is just disgusting. So coach, 70 yards out on the out route, caught Dont'e for a touchdown. So, but yeah, man, I mean, cool presser, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I think we have the best kicking duo in football, but the first day of pads, you don't want to hear from AJ Cole. You don't want to hear from Daniel Carlson. You know what I mean? Like, you want to hear from Max. You want to hear from Malcolm Kuntz, a guy that missed the entire season last year. I want to hear from Tyree Wilson. I want to hear from that offensive line. Where's JPJ? I want to hear from JPJ, his thoughts on the whole playing with the 2s and then back with the 1s. I wanted to hear what he had to say. I wanted to hear what that defensive line and O-line, had on their brains after the first day of practice. Like, what's going on? What's going on, man? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Get a few questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. We still got 1,900 people in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And once again, we're doing something different today. I do not have access to the chat, you guys. Once again, I'm putting that out there. Hammer's been holding down the chat. So salute to everybody that's been sending supers. Salute to everybody that's been gifting memberships. And also salute to everybody that's just been commenting in the comment section, man. Sean says, don't worry, Graphk. You were a victim here. Thoughts and prayers, man. Yeah, man. It's nasty work out here in these streets. I'm the Vic now, I guess. It's nasty.
No, Wilkins.
Sky High says, I need that Gino to Dont'e deep ball every Sunday. Pause if necessary. Definitely pause. Definitely. Salute to Ty, man, on the $2 special. Wilkins out here. Oh, man. I'm not going to repeat that. It's nasty work out here.
Booty hole.
Hey, and somebody said that this was the
Holla, City of Squalor.
The Booty Hole 2.0 show, which is, oh, you know what? And I want to say this real quick. We've been having some fun. We've been laughing on this show, and I think Hammers knows where I'm going with this. Thoughts and prayers, you guys. Put some prayer hands in the comment section for our brother Stuart Schweigert. I got a call, or I got a text from him in the middle of the night. His father, man, just passed away out of nowhere. We know that he just lost his mother not too long ago. I was out there with him in Michigan, went to the funeral with him. I just want to say, man, prayers and condolences to our brother Stu. If you guys can, man, go flood his comment section on YouTube, hit him on Twitter, tag him on Instagram, let him know we love him and all that good stuff, man. My brother just lost his mother and his father in the last, 6 months? So it's just, man, I know my guy's going through it. I tried to call him this morning. He hasn't picked up. I know he's probably just a lot going on right now. You know what I mean? Him having to put together the funeral and all this other stuff. So salute to our brother, man. Stu is a strong individual. I know he'll get through this. But once again, man, sad situation. So prayers going out to our brother Stu. And once again, we're going to give our brother Stu some time. We probably won't see him anytime soon because he got a lot going on. But prayers. Love you, bro. We love you. The nation loves you. Stay strong. Hope to see you soon, man. So you know what? Can we do a quick little moment of silence real fast? Quick moment of silence for Papa Stu and Mother Stu, man. So we love you, bro. Once a Raider, always a Raider, man. Salute to the chat. As always, appreciate you guys so much for being here. We always have fun. We're always going to talk. Once again, I don't know the severity of this whole Wilkins situation, and there's so many conflicting reports, you guys. We're having some fun, laughing at, his expense. We don't know the ins. I was going to say we don't know the ins and outs of the situation, but I mean, there's just so many different word around town. This happened and this happened and this happened, allegedly, right? Let's let this thing play out. I think that a ton is going to come out here very, very soon. But yeah, man, all I'm going to say is this. Outside of that Wilkins situation, it's great to see that these guys are going out there, first day with the pads on, ripping and running, having fun. Tucker, big day. Jack Besh, big day. Geno Smith, big day. Dont'e Thornton Jr., big day. D-Cam comes down with the pick. You love to see that. And Max Crosby was causing chaos on that defensive line, which is a great sign that he is healthy, coming back from that ankle and that knee injury. That is great. So other than that, man, we will be live all week long, you guys. So stay tuned. I know our brother Wasted is going to have his take on this whole Wilkins situation because he was afforded the luxury of getting the same intel that we got. So I know he has something to say about this as well. Also, salute to our brother LV Maximus, updating us every single snap out there. First day of pads on. I want to say, man, salute to our brother, the mod father, one of the mod fathers himself over here, the official Shieldmore security, was over there DMing every play. Boom, 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 boom. Salute to Big Bro, man. You got anything else for us, man?
This has just been... This ain't our fault again, nation. We broke to you what we found out, and we can't even say this live has gone off the rails. Like the presser got weird. A lot of verbiage made this incredibly weird. And we have a super chat. We have 2 more super chats in here. Snake Fist.
Let's go. It's a great day to be a Raider. Salute to my guy Snake Fist, Kempo Raider, always coming through and blessing us. We got one more as well for the $2 hour from Damon. He said, I thought whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie. But look, this is a really great live for what it's worth. And we have almost 1,900 still in here right now, 377 likes total.
Get those likes up.
Come on, y'all. What are we doing? Like,
hey, I want your opinion though. Was there any takes from the presser? And I want the chat to get involved here. Do you have any takes? Because the kickers, I mean, there's only so much you can take from that, right? Hearing Stokes talk about DCAM, and him being kind of the veteran in that room. Any thoughts or anything specific that stood out with the Eric Stokes presser?
It gives me a little bit more positivity towards our defensive back room. Like we've been talking about, we really need a true number one corner, a true vet here to mentor these guys. But I think we're doing just like, again, first day in pads, but even so, like that what Stokes had to say seemed incredibly positive. So I'm definitely excited about that.
I'm gonna go over some stuff that Ryan McFadden from ESPN
covering
the Raiders over there as well. 1 second, you guys. I'm just retweeting something. Salute to the nation as always. Let me see. I'm trying to find this real quick. Okay. Salute to
Holla, City of Squala.
Once again, you guys, we did have full attendance at practice today. So everybody was in the building. Ty says, don't make me ruin that. Oh my God. Disgusting, nasty work. You guys are having too much fun with this situation. Dont'e Thornton said learning the speed of the game has been his biggest adjustment. Because, being a 4-3 guy, the way Money Main says, or Maney Main says we missed this super as well. I didn't see it.
Who?
But if you can, Maney Main. Try to find it in the chat real quick if you can.
Got it.
While I read this, looks like Wilkins kissed the player. Yeah. So what we're hearing, Maney,
released it. ESPN has reported it now. They reported it about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but Pro Football Talk said that is not what we're hearing that's going around at all. And once again, from what we heard, it was way more than that as well. So, we don't know. We'll see. The truth should come out soon. Hopefully, to be honest, man, they can just keep this shit in-house, figure it out without going to courts and just move on amicably and let Wilt walk, let him go elsewhere, and we can just continue to do what we do. We don't need this kind of shit right now, man. Like, we honestly just don't. First day with the pads on, and we're forced to talk about some weird Wilkins shit. It's just, come on, man. Oh, Mostert was not there because his wife had a baby. Well, that's once again, Joseph, that's still full strength. It wasn't a situation where he wasn't healthy, right? You definitely got to miss practice for that. And he's 33 years old. He's had a ton of training camps. I'm not worried about him missing the first day out there. Dont'e also said that Gino has been a big brother to him. He did say that same thing on this show. Salute to Dont'e Thornton. Ryan says, after Smith dimed to Bowers, he tried to hit the all-pro tight end again, but the pass was broken up by Jermaine Pratt. Good sign that the veteran came over from Cincinnati. There was some questions if he could be that cover guy for us in the linebacker position. We struggled a little bit last year, but great signs that Jermaine Pratt is out there moving and shaking at the linebacker spot. Brock was with a contested grab near the sideline for a first down. Cameron Richardson was in on coverage. We talked about the deep throw touchdown to Dont'e Thornton, who sped past Darian Porter. So 2 4-3 guys, essentially, right? Porter's a 4-2-4-3 guy. Yeah, so that's I was excited to see that competition in training camp with the pads on. 2 fast, speedy, big body guys in Darian Porter and Dont'e Thornton. So looks like Thornton got the better half there. Darian Porter and Stokes are the first team corners to start this next session of team period. Richardson was with the ones during the red zone period. So they're kind of just trying to see, different situations, what's going to stick. Pause if necessary. Aiden O'Connell throws a TD pass to rookie Jack Besh. We talked about that. And then we talked also about Cameron Richardson coming down with the pick in the end zone on Geno Smith. Tommy Eichenberg played some reps with the ones during the team period. Yesterday, without the pads, he got some first team reps as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if that second year guy, Tommy Eichenberg out of Ohio State, can find some momentum going into the preseason. Yeah, Q. I seen that video as well. Amari Gaynor definitely got cooked by Genty. You didn't see that video, Hammer?
No.
Amari was he was thrown into the fire, so to speak, and he had to cover Ashton Genty out of the backfield, and Genty definitely cooked him up. Salute to Amari Gaynor. That's our guy. Ferrari. I'm expecting big things from him this season, but yeah, Genty definitely got the better of him on that rep. So, and I heard that Genty looked phenomenal out there as well, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, Dan says DCAM sounding positive. Facts, man. Facts. I'm excited to see what he can do. I mean, what is he? Almost 200 pounds, like 195, somewhere in that range. 6'2", 6'3". Definitely fits that Pete Carroll build. Haven't heard anything from Jacorian Bennett at all, which is interesting. Vinny B dropped an article, I believe, on The Athletic yesterday where he said that Jacorian was 5'10". I gotta call Carlson. What is that?
New sub.
So you play an entire movie for a sub?
It was only a few seconds.
I felt like I just got done watching fucking Avatar, bro.
I hate you.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
But tell me that doesn't sound Raider-esque, though.
It does sound Raider-esque. I think if you just cut it in half, bro.
I'll work on that. I'll work on that too.
Nah, but I like this. Salute to the new sub in the building. What is it? Smiggle?
Smeagol?
Smiggle? Oh, Smiggle?
I don't know.
Salute to our guy. And salute to the Mokes one more time on the $5 Island. Last one on this Wilkins thing. Guy was out there trying to give kissies on the lipsies.
I'm fucking done.
To Mokes, you disgusting human being, you. Yeah, nasty work. Anything else, Hammer, before we get out of here, man? Once again, we still got almost 2,000 people in the building.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
Yo, what the fuck? What is wrong with you, bro?
I don't know.
The booty bandit himself, the booty warrior. Jesus Christ, man. Other than that, you guys, anything else?
No,
Got a few more
again, this was a great live. We went live. I'm definitely being careful about my words. We went live earlier than we were going than scheduled, and we've been on for how long? We've been on for a little over an hour. Still almost 2,000 people in here. Like, this has been great. And again, football's back, y'all. We're starting week 2 of training camp. We're in pads now, and again, you see it in the top left corner. 10 days away. 10 days, 7 hours, 53 minutes away from kickoff. We open up the preseason against the Seattle Seahawks. We will be live on our respective channels, as we always do. This is year 4. I know Graphk has been doing this for 5 years. This is my 4th year. Live play-by-play, Seahawks, Raiders. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. Salute to J Money on the 199. I'm hammer look. Oh my God, yo, pause, bro. No Wilkie. No Wilkie.
No Wilkie. Isaiah says, any news on who's playing the nickel? From what we've been told thus far and from what we've seen, there hasn't been really any news coming out about that. I haven't seen anything on Twitter or anything, but from what I'm hearing, it's still Harper, Darnay Holmes, man in the slot, and then you're going to see some different looks in those nickel packages with Palomal coming down, Chin coming down as well. And then you may even get a Trey Taylor sighting or one of those guys, but nothing new in terms of the nickel corner spot. Yes, Cordell Patterson has been released. I mean, Cordell's old at this point. You know what I mean?
He's done.
Yeah, let's just keep it a buck. I mean, he's at this point, I don't even know if he's going to go anywhere else. And he was a great, I don't want him to say explosive, man, but I just got to watch the words I choose. Cordell was 101, man. Let's just say that. Salute to Cordell Patterson. Graphk, have you considered doing a live just recapping the entire offseason? Just your general thoughts, impressions, and expectations in one live during the season.
He just gave you an idea. There you go.
Yeah, we definitely could. The thing is, we do so many lives that it's difficult because we're live every single day. You know what I mean? And there's just so much. You know what? Maybe we can do it the day before week 1.
Oh, shit. LV is in here? Hold on. We're not ending this. We're not ending this. LV, send me a DM on Instagram right now.
And also, LV, and if you don't want to do that, make sure you add add a few more notes in the comment section for the chat. Once again, LV was there today. He watched every snap, every rep there at Henderson at headquarters today. Once again, you guys, if you're in the Vegas area or if you're in Cali or Arizona, very close, they want us out there. They want the Raider fans out there. They want us in the building. Pete Carroll is trying to set the tone, trying to build that, new reputation that we want our fans involved as much as possible. I've seen videos with Pete Carroll going out there and slapping high fives with the fans and making sure to get us involved. If you're out there, it's free. Show up and show out. Definitely need us involved because once again, I know what this is a situation, Hammer, where it can potentially set the tone where more of us are in the building on Sundays.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. They don't want this to be a situation where every home game is a road game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think that they're doing the right thing by trying to get, us involved as much as possible. So salute to everybody that's been out there at training camp. And if you're local, man, go out there, go to Henderson. They would love to have you out there. Go meet some Raiders, get some autographs, get some pictures, and hang out, man, and do what you do. Definitely. CPT Hub City says in goal line, will you put JJ Pegues at fullback? Hell yeah. Why not? I want him and I want Laki Tassi out there if he makes the roster. Shit, put both them big boys in rugby playing. Put them out there. Yeah, put Brock back there too while we're at it. Yeah, shake my Laki Tassi. If Jamal Adams makes the team, is he a rotational player at best? I wouldn't be. I mean, I think he would be, but once again, we don't know. He may steal one of them starting linebacker spots. We don't know who these guys are who the starters are gonna be yet. I'm assuming that Alandon is one and Jermaine Pratt is one, right?
Yeah.
But there's gonna be different looks out there. You're gonna see three linebackers on the field together. I don't think that Jamal Adams is necessarily gonna start. I think that he'll get a ton of reps, but he'll be more of a rotational guy.
It's gonna be down to distance situations for him because, like, we talked about it, like when the signing happened. Because I'm like, I thought the safety room was a lock, and you were like, nah, they're probably gonna put him in the box a lot. So
yeah, well, and they already have him labeled as a linebacker.
Yeah.
So I mean, expect third downs. I want to see him out there in third down situations going after the quarterback. He has over 20 sacks.
This is one of those that can benefit us tremendously because he knows how to cover. He plays great in coverage. Like putting him in the box as a linebacker as opposed to what they did with Diablo from safety to linebacker as an experiment at first. I think this benefits Jamal Adams tremendously right now. And salute to J Money again on the $4.99. I'm not hitting it again because it's too loud.
Question: do you see the Raiders upsetting top teams this year and potentially making the playoffs? So I can see it, but once again, we got to see what this thing looks like first, man. J Money, I don't want to jump the gun here. I mean, look, honestly, we went over our predictions for our schedule. I had us losing to the Eagles. I mean, what teams are we talking about? Like the Kansas City Chiefs, I had us beating them once, losing once, beating the Broncos once, also beating the Chargers once. So, I mean, but what other teams? The Texans is an interesting one. They back-to-back years they've been in the playoffs. I'll be at that game. So, I mean, but what teams? The Commanders, I have us losing that game. Going back on the road week 3 against a team that was in the NFC Championship last year. I don't have us beating them. Could we beat them? Definitely. But I don't know about that. But we can definitely steal a few wins. Am I freezing up now, Hammer?
No, you're fine. You are fine. Salute to Larry DM on the $5 holla. Best Raiders content on the web. Has there been any word how Tommy Eichenberg is doing? And he's gone again. He'll be back. Oops. I think I'm going to just keep Graphk out of this the rest of the time. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. But
any word on Tommy Eichenberg?
What's up?
Any word on Tommy Eichenberg? That's Larry D. I'm asking.
Oh, he was getting some first team reps today, Larry. So I don't know how many, but he was getting a few looks out there with the ones, and he got some looks yesterday with the ones as well. So I think that they want to see what they have with Tommy Eichenberg in year 2.
I was going to try to get LV to join.
Yeah, it's all
join the live he's driving. So yeah, I'm very, very careful with my word there now.
Yeah, salute to LV, our guy. We'll get him on soon. I know he was on Wasted Show the other day, talking about over the phone, talking about a few things that he's seen out there as well. But Tommy Malott got a touchdown today. Besh looked phenomenal. I heard he got a touchdown with Aiden O'Connell. He looked good. Dante, so once again, man, it is what it is. Salute to Wasted. He says this stream.
What about it?
Whoa.
Is that good or bad?
I don't even know what Wasted's trying to say. No one him. He's probably trying to shit on it. So
Pause, Granddad. Pause.
Anything else on the way out, bro?
Nah, yo, just make sure to subscribe to both channels, man. Like, again, training camp is here. You're going to be seeing us daily. I'm definitely going to be on as much as I possibly can be to bring you guys the best content I possibly can. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. We have over 1,800 still in here, 467 likes. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Break them thumbs. Wilk them feet.
Wilk them feet. Also hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed to both channels yet. I'll be live tomorrow, Coffee and Convo, breaking down some more training camp stuff. Me and Big Mike will be live this week. We'll have our show as well. I know you'll get another Graphk and Wasted show. Me and Hammer are trying to put something together when he has some time as well. And then I do believe me and Sanjeet are going to do something this week as well. So I want to pick his brain a little bit about training camp as well. But other than that, you guys, I got nothing. I'm going to get the hell out of here, spend some time with the family. My wife, goes back to work tomorrow. So I want to spend some time with her and get the hell out of here. So as always, hey, real quick, you guys, let us know in the chat also. W stream. I know I fell off a few times, but let us know what the stream looks like. Let us know if it was good, bad, ugly, disgusting, real Wilkie like.
Do y'all want to see this come game day? Plain and simple, thumbs up, thumbs down, let us know, because this is how we're going to be able to get our running scoreboard and everything on the screen. And we don't have any audio issues. We're not on the front of the struggle bus trying to get both of us on camera together. So thumbs up, thumbs down, y'all.
He said, check that oil.
W. Let's go.
We'll see. Hammer knows he knows behind the scenes. I'll probably be like,
he needs a hug. Somebody give him a hug, because it ain't going to be me. I'm not trying to kiss him on the forehead either.
Oh, shit.
Oops. My bad. Here we go. I'm starting my shit again.
What in the shit? What the hell? Salute to everybody. Wasted said it looks amazing. Salute to my guy.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
And Wasted will be live later on. So make sure you guys pull up on our brother. Taqueria Graphk.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony.
You're a disgusting human being. I hate the name. And yeah, all that good stuff. So other than that, man, appreciate you guys. As always, Hammer, let's get the hell out of here. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. On the way out, wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We are out.